What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. TFD is back in the building with some major heat fresh off the wire. Man, this one is going to shake things up. So listen, it looks like Coach Stephanie White just let the cat out of the bag. And yep, Caitlin Clark's new role has officially been exposed. Fever fans, get ready, this is big. Now to break this one down, we're heading straight to the heart of it all, Indianapolis. Let's go. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take breaks. You already know how we do on this channel. The Indiana Fever front office and fans have been on standby, just waiting for the beast, Caitlin Clark, to make her return. Man, we've all been watching the clock, and now it looks like that return is coming real soon. Check this out. Without Caitlin, the Fever have managed to stay afloat, sitting at around 8-7. Respectable. But let's not forget, when she was on the court, they were 8-5. You do the math. With Caitlin Clark back in the lineup, this team could absolutely level up. Now here's the shocker. Stephanie White popped up on ESPN out of nowhere. No warning, no announcement, and dropped a bombshell about Caitlin's comeback. She didn't just talk about her returning. Oh no. She revealed Caitlin Clark's brand new role for the second half of the season. And let me tell you, if you thought she was just gonna ease back in, you might want to think again. This ain't just a return. This is a transformation. Alright, enough talking. Let's roll the footage so you can hear exactly what Coach Steph said. You're not gonna want to miss this.
Know about you. You're a former Miss Indiana basketball. You won a national championship at Purdue. You were actually on the Fever's first team.
Yes.
And now you're coaching there. What does Indiana basketball mean to you, and what does the Fever personally mean to you in being back there your first season?
This franchise is just a part of my DNA. You know, growing up in Indiana, playing most of my career in the state of Indiana, being a part of the first Indiana Fever team, being a part of the first championship Fever team, and then being able to coach in this organization, it's been huge for me. I take a lot of pride in basketball in the state of Indiana. I take a lot of pride in this franchise and being a part of this franchise. And you know, Kelly Krauskopf is back with our organization, who really was the architect of our first championship and has been the backbone of this franchise. And to work with her and Amber Cox and to be able to coach generational talent like Caitlin Clark. And, you know, we really do just have a great group of human beings and a strong group of women that are leading our organization.
And when Caitlin Clark does return to the floor, how is she going to help elevate this team even more down the stretch of the season?
Well, she demands so much gravity on the defensive end of the floor. She's constantly seeing multiple players, and she makes the right reads and makes the right plays for our group. So she's going to continue to allow us to stretch the floor. We're going to be able to, I think everybody else will be able to get more higher percentage looks because of what she demands on the defensive end of the floor. And she brings our own defensive versatility because of her length, because of her size. So we'll certainly look different. I think we'll be that much more dangerous on offense in particular.
And that right there, man, that's the part we gotta take comfort in. Because when Caitlin Clark gets back, this offense, it's about to get dangerous, straight up lethal. Now don't get me wrong, we've seen flashes of greatness during this 5-game win streak. And yeah, I'll admit, some of that might have come from facing weaker competition, but let's not act like this team ain't legit. I said it before when she went down, and I'll say it again now that she's been out a while, this Fever squad is good. And let's keep it real, they should be winning. You've got Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, now add in Ari McDonald, Natasha Howard, come on man. With that kind of talent, you should be winning 3 out of every 4 games. That's why I haven't gone overboard praising Stephanie White just yet. Don't get me wrong, she's holding it down, no doubt. But I'm just saying, with this roster, winning shouldn't be shocking. You could say she's been keeping things steady, and hey, that's fine. That's respectable. But let's not forget, the real firepower is coming once Caitlin Clark returns. And when she does, this team won't just be good, they'll be a problem. So that was Stephanie White, y'all, talking about Caitlin Clark's new role moving forward. And like I said earlier, man, it's about to get real interesting watching her come back and watching this team finally revolve around the true leader. And yep, I'm still saying it loud, that leader is Caitlin Clark. Period. Now look, even without CC on the floor, the Fever put up 19 turnovers in one game, then turned around and gave up 16 in the next. Bro, I can't even remember the last time they were that sloppy when Caitlin Clark was running the show. But here's the wild part. This narrative is still floating around that the Fever might actually be better without Caitlin Clark. Like what? Jeff Teague said it last week, and now he's doubling down again. He really went back on air and said it again. I'm sitting here wondering, what are we doing? It's crazy because this whole Caitlin Clark hate train seems to be getting louder, and what's even crazier is people are watching it, buying into it, and pushing it like it's facts. But man, how are y'all turning your backs on a player who isn't even on the floor right now? Make it make sense. Anyway, y'all know I got the receipts. So let's not waste time. Let's play the clip. Y'all watch this for yourself and tell me what you think. Let's roll it.
Easy. Yeah, Natasha Howard handled business 21, 5 and 5. She been going crazy. Leah Boston had 16 and 12 as well. Sophie Cunningham had 17.
Did CC play?
Nah.
I wonder why they on a 5-game win streak, but let's keep it going.
What's up?
They playing better without him?
Right, as of this year, you can say that, yes. But hey, stay out of locker room. The Mercury,
For real.
yeah,
So
we'll
when I
need that
speak,
energy.
I always speak the gospel, bro.
I respect it. 24.
Easy.
Man, here they go again. They just keep pushing this narrative over and over. And now we got Jamie saying it. And yep, former NBA All-Star Jeff Teague is once again talking about the Fever and Caitlin Clark. Now, Jeff, look, I respect your game. I respect your career. But I'd respect your take a whole lot more if it actually looked like you watched a single Fever game. Because when you're asking if Caitlin Clark is even playing, that right there tells me you don't. And honestly, it's not even Fever fans saying this. It's the outside noise. Non-Fever fans pushing this better without Caitlin story like it's gospel. And let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. But they're running with it. Loudly. And man, it's just sad. I don't know why this narrative is becoming a thing. Why there's so much energy going into tearing Caitlin down when she's literally changing the game. But yeah, it's out there. It's being said. And it's unfortunate, man. Truly, truly unfortunate. Let's just keep it all the way real right now. The Indiana Fever are having their best season in over a decade. And guess what? Caitlin Clark has everything to do with that. They were 8-5 when she was playing, and that right there says a lot. People out here pushing the narrative that Caitlin Clark is the Achilles heel, or she's holding the team back. Bro, your entire argument is obsolete. Because the numbers, they don't lie. Look, without Caitlin Clark, this team has already lost 7 games. And they're just now getting back to that 8-win mark that they already had with her on the floor. So what are we even talking about here? How is this even a thing? I don't care how many hot takes people throw around. The fact remains, they lose more without her. So all that talk about how the team flows better without CC. Stop it. Now let's put this in perspective. For the first time since 2012, the Fever are winning consistently. That was the last time they played like this. That was the last time they had this kind of momentum. And what happened that year? They won the WNBA championship. Yeah, I said it loud. This team is coming. Look, the defense is picking up. The aggression is there. The ball movement is solid. Even though the shooting has been ugly at times, especially last game, they're still finding ways to win. And now, with Caitlin Clark coming back soon, yeah, you'll better get ready. Because when she returns, it's up. Yo, shout out to the homeboy Mike on Twitter. Man, he said something yesterday that just hit different. Let me pull it up real quick. Cause what he said was so on point, I had to bring it here to the channel. This is all about Caitlin Clark's injury, and when she might be coming back. Now, me personally, I already said I believe Caitlin Clark is going to be back somewhere between the 17th and the 20th. That's just my gut feeling. But Mike went ahead and dropped a gem on the timeline that lines up with exactly what's been floating around behind the scenes. And on top of that, we all heard Stephanie White speak about this too. Y'all remember that, right? Hold up. Let me blow this up on the screen so y'all can see it clearly. Because this right here, yeah, this matters. Let's go ahead and replay that clip, man. Listen to what Coach Steph had to say about Caitlin Clark's return. Let's roll it.
We have updates and our recovery's going well. It's just, I think for us staying the course and making sure that we're really diligent about each step that we take and that we don't have setbacks and that we're patient with it. I know she wants to be out here on the floor and we want her out here on the floor, but making sure that she's ready is the most important thing. I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and go from there.
Yo, shout out again to the homeboy Mike Mann, because what he said about Caitlin Clark's return was straight facts. Mike said, "My assessment for Caitlin Clark's return was always 6 weeks. That puts her right around August 20th. They can't risk rushing her back. She needs 2 full weeks of practice." And you know what? Mike wasn't lying. Because guess what? Caitlin Clark was spotted yesterday, pulling up in full practice gear before the Seattle game. There was footage of her warming up, going through shoot-around with the team, looking locked in. She's back in the lab, y'all. She's preparing for the return of a lifetime. If y'all thought her first comeback was insane, just wait. This one about to break the internet. It's like she went to Wakanda, took the shot, and came back with vibranium in her jump shot, bro. She's about to be different this time around. So get ready. Get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this comeback. Because if you know, you know. It's only up from here. And I still don't get why folks keep trying to push this nonsense like the Fever are better without Caitlin Clark. Bro, that is not the truth. Never was. Never will be.